Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mediocre Reviews and Awesome Brews. I'm your host, Tony. Today we're going to be reviewing Founder's Devil Dancer. Ooh, triple IPA. This comes in at 12% ABV and 112 IBUs. Now, if you guys have seen the videos before, you know I'm not a huge fan of IPAs. However, I have been getting into imperial IPAs. They seem to be more complex as far as flavor. They hit more of the notes on the that flavor keyboard, the palate keyboard, if you will. Instead of just hitting that bitterness note that a lot of IPAs are known for. So I'm hoping this is going to be really, really good. I know it's going to be super bitter, or it should be. They brew it, or they dry hop it for I think it's 26 days with 10 different varieties of hops, so that should make it super complex as well. That's what I'm hoping. And I guess this video contains a little bit of nudity. There's a naked lady on the label. So let's go ahead and crack into it, see what we got here. I think what really attracted me to this is that I'm starting to really love Founder's beers. So I'm hoping, oh wow, I can smell the hops from here. Let's go ahead and pour kind of aggressive, straight down the middle. Wow, absolutely gorgeous copper color. Got about a half a finger's worth of head on there, kind of an off-white, almost venturing into a sort of a tan color. Very tight bubbles. A lot of bubbles sticking to the glass. Absolutely gorgeous looking beer. Let's get a nose on it. Oh, wow. Wow. If this beer tastes half as good as it smells, it's going to be phenomenal. I'm getting those hop characteristics. I'm getting a lot of pineapple, some piney floral characteristics, citrus. Ooh, almost kind of like a freshly cut grass sort of a smell. Some apricot. Oh wow! Practically any type of hop aroma that you could think of from all types of variety of hops is virtually here in this beer. Oh wow, I never smelled anything like it. It just so complex. It's awesome. There's a little hint of maltiness in there, but the hops are kind of covering that up. I don't smell any of the alcohol in here. Don't get any of that 12% ABV in the nose. Well, let's go ahead and taste it. Cheers. Wow. Mm. Oh wow. That first sip wasn't as bitter. That second one I got a little bit, took a little bigger drink on it. Got that bitterness, kind of like a syrupy sweetness going on. Not overpowering, it's kind of subdued, but that bitterness is sitting right there. Not hugely bitter like I thought it might be, but it's definitely present. There's kind of like a floral sweetness. I'm getting more in the flavor as far as hops is concerned. I'm slightly disappointed. I was hoping to get a little bit more of that tropical fruit flavor that is present in the aroma. Getting kind of like a toasted, like a burnt caramel sort of thing. Not in a bad way, almost like a toasted marshmallow kind of flavor in there. Definitely a malty sweetness. Almost kind of syrupy kind of mouthfeel. It's very, very good. Get a little bit of that piney, get some piney flavors in there, some of those grassy notes. Wow. Really not getting any of the alcohol whatsoever in the taste or any alcohol burn at all. Fresh out of the fridge. I'm gonna go ahead and let it warm up 30-40 minutes or so and see how it develops. Be right back with you. Okay guys, I'm back. Been letting this warm up for about 40 minutes or so. It's been about 20 minutes since my last sip, and there's still some oils. I don't know if you can really see it, lacing, sticking to the glass there. You could kind of, still a little bit of head on there, kind of see the hop oil kind of floating on top. It's kind of interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and swirl it. See, now that it's warmed up a little bit, I'm getting a lot more tropical fruits in the nose. Go ahead and get a taste on it. Cheers. Oh yeah, that malty sweetness has come up. Still getting tons and tons of that piney, floral, kind of grassy hop notes in there, with just a hint of citrus. I mean, I said at the beginning, if it was half as good as what it smelt, it's going to be a great beer. Unfortunately, the half I got was all piney floral notes. Didn't get any of that tropical, you know, pineapple, apricot, kind of mango sort of flavors in the beer at all. So that's disappointing, but I mean, still a phenomenal beer. That malty sweetness has come up after about 40 minutes out of the fridge. The bitterness is still present, but that sweetness is kind of battling it out with it, counterbalancing it, making it a more balanced beer. I mean, it's still not as bitter as what I was thinking it was going to be. Then again, triple IPA, huge amount of malt to get that ABV up there. So there's still going to be sugars left over, and that's going to cut the bitterness considerably. Wow. Super awesome beer. Read about it, I've heard about it, never had a chance to try it. Fairly expensive. It was like 20 bucks, or it's $21 for a 4-pack, and that's not including tax. So I can only imagine if you were just to buy a single, well, it'd probably be, God, it'd probably be $7, $8 for a 12-ouncer. I heard that this was kind of their answer to Dogfish Head's 120 and their 90-minute IPA and their 120 IPA. I've not had either one of those, so I don't really have any reference point to compare that on. But this is a really, really awesome beer. Very limited release from what I hear. Like I said, I've never seen it before, never had it before, heard of it, seen it on the website. But if you ever get a chance, I mean, yeah, it's expensive. I mean, probably $7, $8 for just a single 12-ouncer. I highly recommend picking it up. Because because it's one of those things you just got to try at least once in your life. Because, like I said, it's got that complexity from all those different hops in there, definitely in the aroma. And the flavor, not so much, but it's definitely hitting dang near every note on that aroma keyboard, if you will. As far as hops, it's got the maltiness in there. The flavor notes, it skips a few, but it definitely plays a pretty good scale in your mouth, if you will. Pardon the musical comparison, but it's definitely, I mean, it definitely plays music in your mouth. I mean, there's no way else to describe it. It's just super, super good beer. Wow. I mean, it is almost like a barley wine. Because it's got those floral notes. Barley wines tend to be more floral and have kind of like sweet orange sort of notes to it. It doesn't really have much of a citrus component to it. It's a little more subdued in that respect. It's more sweet floral notes as far as the flavor is concerned. Oh, that kind of toasted marshmallow sort of flavor note has kind of gone away, and it's more of a syrupy sweetness, almost something you would put on your pancakes, but not overpowering sweetness. But it's definitely there. Let you know, hey, check me out too. Very good beer. I give this a 9 out of 10. Pick it up if you see it. Definitely at least a once in your lifetime sort of thing. Hopefully, you know, you see it more than that. You get more than one chance to try it. But if IPAs aren't your thing, double IPAs, triple IPAs, imperial IPAs, what have you, if those are not your thing, I still recommend checking this out, because I'm not big in IPAs. I checked it out. I'm really enjoying this beer, so I highly recommend it. 9 out of 10. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.